Hello everyone, this is Raphael, the creative director of The Long Dark. It's time to talk about what we're adding to the game in our December update, which we've called Errant Pilgrim. But before that, I want to briefly remind you that we launched episode 3 of Wintermute, our story mode, in October.
Stay in the house.
The episode is called Crossroads Elegy.
Shit.
If you haven't had the chance to try it yet, I hope you'll make some time for it over the holidays.
You are a lady with a lot of secrets.
Would you trust someone with a dead body in their basement?
People need hope to survive.
I won't let you die out here.
You play as Dr. Astrid Greenwood in episode 3, and you can start right from there if you don't want to go back and replay episodes 1 and 2 first. Although we do recommend that you do that, especially if you didn't get to try the Redux episodes of 1 and 2, which were entirely remade last December. We feel like episode 3 is our best work so far, and we're excited for you to check it out. And now, let's talk about the December update. One of the main new features of Errant Pilgrim is a new region called Bleak Inlet. Bleak Inlet is a coastal region, a site of industrial abandonment. An old fish cannery complex sits on the ocean's edge, remnants of past industry for the once thriving Great Bear. A large cove of open ocean dominates the center of the region, with a bridge stretching across to give access to the industrial area. Bleak Inlet connects to the rest of Great Bear in 2 different places. The plateau overlooking the inlet is only accessible from the Raven Falls ravine transition. For those of you who haven't ventured there, you have to first find your way down to the base of the railroad bridge. The plateau gives a great view of the whole region and will help you pick out some useful landmarks. The radio hut on the plateau has an important relationship to the abandoned cannery, a complex of industrial buildings connected to the coastline. Apart from the plateau and the cannery complex, there's a watchtower, a broken lighthouse, and a variety of other locations to explore. The lower part of Bleak Inlet is connected through a cave that links up with Forlorn Muskeg. Keep in mind that Bleak Inlet is the first region in survival mode to be Timberwolf territory, so watch out when you're exploring it. The workshop in the cannery complex of Bleak Inlet also contains some useful new tools, if you can find your way into it: an ammunition workbench and a milling machine. The ammunition workbench is key to our new ammunition crafting gameplay. We think this gameplay will mostly appeal to intermediate and advanced players, so as a result, it's pretty complex. First, you need to gather some raw materials. Bullets can be produced at the ammo workbench using lead that you harvest from car batteries. Gunpowder can be crafted by combining charcoal, taken from burnt-out fires, dusting sulfur, and stump remover, 2 new items that can be found in the world. If you combine bullets, gunpowder, and spent shell casings you collected after firing the rifle or revolver, you can craft new ammunition. We've also added a gunsmithing skill, which helps determine the level of quality of ammunition you produce. Lower quality ammunition has a greater chance of misfiring when you use it. The milling machine is only functional during an active aurora. Not only does it repair rifles and revolvers better than the rifle cleaning kit, it can also be used to restore ruined firearms, keeping them useful over the long term as a tool for hunting and defense. We plan to add more functionality to the milling machine in the future, but we think that between ammunition crafting, the milling machine, and the gunsmithing skill, we've just opened up some new strategies for long-term players. We're excited to share the news that we've added a major new challenge to the game. It's called As the Dead Sleep. Inspired by the community-created Deadman Challenge, As the Dead Sleep is our most challenging experience to date. You are a dying survivor, intent on restitution for unspoken sins. You pay your respects to lost souls by visiting 5 graves. With each grave, you get a little more insight into the survivor's state of mind. Most of you will never get to the final grave, but we wish you the best of luck nonetheless. Because As the Dead Sleep is based on interloper gameplay settings, with some other twists thrown in for good measure, we've given it the toughest challenge rating yet. Besides Bleak Inlet, ammunition crafting, and As the Dead Sleep, we've also expanded the feat system in Errant Pilgrim by adding 3 new ones to the game. Blizzard Walker lets you move more freely through blizzards. Expert Trapper gives you a buff when using snares to catch rabbits. And Straight to the Heart gives you a duration bonus when using stims or caffeine from coffee or energy drinks. Moving out of gameplay systems and into audio, we've added 10 more minutes of Sasha's amazing survival mode soundtrack, so keep your ears open for this haunting new music. For those of you who've been asking us when you'll be able to purchase the Episode 3 soundtrack on Steam or Bandcamp, we'll be releasing Volume 2 of our music for the Long Dark soundtrack in the spring. Volume 2 includes 60 minutes of Chris's music from Crossroads Elegy and all the new survival mode tracks from Sasha, and we'll be publishing physical soundtrack editions at the same time. Errant Pilgrim also features some quality of life fixes, including the ability to dismantle campfires and snow shelters, a long-standing community request from those of you who like to clean up after yourselves. We've also done an update on all the Aurora lighting effects to improve their look and get them up to the quality of the rest of the updated lighting in the game. And as with all our updates, Errant Pilgrim features a host of bug fixes and performance improvements. In the weeks after stabilizing Errant Pilgrim, just like you, my team will be getting some rest and spending time with their families and friends over the holidays. So while we'll be keeping an eye on the support portal, response times might be slower than usual. Please keep this in mind if you run into any issues while playing the game. Rest is important to the team returning to work in January, fresh and ready to tackle a whole new year of the Long Dark. We hope you enjoy this free update to survival mode, and on behalf of the team at Hinterland, I wish you and your loved ones a fantastic holiday season, however you choose to celebrate it. All the best, and we'll see you in the quiet apocalypse.